Hey guys, as we get started in week 5, we're covering chapters 11 and 12, and we're doing a case study on management of the surgical unit. Let's pull up that course map. So the case study management of the surgical unit is due on the 17th, so 2359 on the 17th. And I wanted to look at a few things here. So here's that surgical unit that's due then. And then when you're looking at the SurePath for this week, especially those of you who have completed some of your clinical hours, pay attention to this lesson, the staffing and scheduling strategies, because from what I'm seeing in the discussion board, that's been some of the biggest concerns for you, or the complications that you're seeing when you're working that shift with your nurse. So pay attention to some of those strategies that are mentioned here. I also have some down here in that supplemental staffing. That's what it looks like you're responding to. Then to pull in our clinical course, I want to point out 2 things. So as you're completing your clinical hours, now remember you just have to do the 24 with your person, respond to a discussion board here. So clinical 1, you're going to respond to a discussion board, and clinical 2, you're going to respond to the discussion board. So make sure you're doing that. And then as I'm getting your survey monkey results back from your preceptors and going through to read your responses for your clinical days, I'll start to put that in the grade book. And a few of you are asking me where you're getting that grade. So when you look at our clinical evaluation form, it clearly spells out where all those points are. So you don't have a separate grade for that. It's all woven within that clinical evaluations, specifically number 7 on professionalism. So making sure you understand where you're getting those points from that is important. And let's look at the other map. So for the clinical portion of our course, today the needs assessment will be starting to be graded today. And remember, you're in your groups with your RN to BSN, your post-licensure nurse. So that post-licensure nurse will provide you with feedback on this. And then the goal is to get feedback every week so that when we get down here to this one, you're making little tweaks all along to the needs assessment and then to the community resources, so that when you submit the final thing, you'll have good feedback all along and be able to make a good stellar product for that. Let me know what questions you have. Otherwise, have a good week. Oh, let me point out one more thing. Right here. Yep. So make sure you're putting these clinical discussion boards in. Let me know what you need. Thanks.